Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of INFJs and exploring some behaviors they might exhibit that, unintentionally, can push the limits of those around them. Now, before we get started, if you enjoy personality-type content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of our insightful videos. Let's jump right in. 1. Overanalyzing and Overthinking. INFJs, often heralded for their analytical minds and a genuine love for deep contemplation, possess a unique cognitive approach that distinguishes them in the realm of personality types. While this propensity for introspection and analysis is one of their strengths, it comes with its own set of nuances that can occasionally prove overwhelming for those in their orbit. Their love for delving into the intricacies of situations and decisions manifests as a continuous quest for understanding. This inherent curiosity, while admirable, can sometimes evolve into an exhaustive pursuit of every conceivable detail. The constant need to dissect and scrutinize each aspect of a scenario might unintentionally create an intricate web of analysis, entwining those around them in a complex matrix that can be challenging to navigate. Picture this: a scenario unfolds, and while others might process it at a more surface level, the INFJ instinctively dives into the depths of contemplation. They meticulously examine the various facets, turning over each detail like a precious stone, searching for the deeper meanings and connections. While this process is integral to the INFJ's quest for understanding, it can inadvertently leave others feeling ensnared in the complexity of the analysis. For some individuals, the constant analytical scrutiny may feel like traversing a labyrinth of thoughts, each twist and turn revealing another layer of interpretation. This complexity might pose a challenge for those who prefer a more straightforward or immediate approach to decision-making and problem-solving. 2. Idealizing relationships. Another intricate facet of the INFJ's personality is their tendency to idealize relationships. While this inclination is rooted in their genuine desire for deep and meaningful connections, it introduces a dynamic that can, at times, exert pressure on those within their relational sphere. The crux of this lies in the high standards that INFJs naturally set for their interpersonal bonds, inadvertently creating an environment where others might feel the weight of unrealistic expectations. Picture the INFJ, driven by an innate yearning for profound connections, envisioning relationships as havens of understanding, authenticity, and shared purpose. This deeply romanticized perspective is not a flaw, but a reflection of their deep emotional well, seeking resonance with their ideals. However, this idealism can pose challenges when it translates into expectations that others may find challenging to meet. The high standards set by INFJs are, in essence, an expression of their longing for relationships that transcend the ordinary, a pursuit of a connection that mirrors the depth of their own emotions and aspirations. However, the unintended consequence of this pursuit is the potential for others to feel as though they are continually striving for an unattainable level of perfection. For those engaging with an INFJ, on a personal or professional level, the constant pursuit of an idealized version of the relationship might create a sense of unrelenting pressure. Whether it's an expectation for profound emotional understanding, unwavering support, or a shared vision of the future, the ideals set by the INFJ can inadvertently become benchmarks that feel out of reach for those navigating the complexities of the relationship. 3. High emotional intensity. INFJs, celebrated for their profound capacity to empathize, carry a unique relationship with their emotions. They experience them with a remarkable depth and intensity. While this emotional richness contributes to their empathetic nature, it introduces a layer of complexity in interpersonal dynamics, particularly during conflicts. The emotional intensity that INFJs bring to the table can be an overwhelming force, creating a landscape where others might find themselves navigating turbulent emotional waters. Imagine a conflict scenario where emotions are running high. For the INFJ, these emotions surge like a tidal wave, fueled by a genuine investment in the situation and a desire for resolution. Their empathy, intertwined with this emotional intensity, transforms the conflict into a deeply personal and emotionally charged experience. However, this very intensity, while authentic to the INFJ's emotional landscape, can pose a challenge for those on the receiving end of this emotive deluge. The empathetic nature of INFJs, combined with their emotional depth, inadvertently creates an environment where others might feel the implicit expectation to match the same level of emotional fervor. The unspoken pressure to reciprocate this intensity during conflicts can lead to a sense of discomfort for those who may not naturally express or process emotions with the same depth. 4. Desire for deep conversations. INFJs thrive on deep, meaningful conversations. While this is fantastic for forging genuine connections, it can become challenging for those who prefer lighter or more casual discussions. The constant need for profound conversations might make others feel like they're navigating a perpetual philosophical discussion. 5. Need for personal space and time. One of the distinctive characteristics of INFJs is their post-social interaction ritual. They often find solace and rejuvenation in personal space and introspective time. This need for solitude is not a mere preference, but a crucial element for their overall well-being. However, the very act of seeking this alone time, while a beneficial practice for INFJs, can sometimes be misinterpreted by others, potentially leading to feelings of distance or rejection. Imagine a scenario where an INFJ has participated in a social event, be it a gathering with friends or a professional engagement. While the experience might have been enriching, the INFJ, being naturally attuned to the emotional currents of their surroundings, may find themselves energetically drained. The need for personal space that follows is not a rejection of those they've interacted with, but a necessary step for recharging their emotional batteries. The challenge arises when this need for solitude is viewed through the lens of those who value constant connection or struggle to understand the INFJ's distinctive need for alone time. In a world that often celebrates extroverted tendencies and constant social engagement, the INFJ's retreat into solitude might be perceived as an indication of disinterest or emotional withdrawal. For those who thrive on continual connection, the INFJ's inclination to withdraw may push the limits of their understanding. Questions might arise. Why does the INFJ need so much alone time? Are they upset? Did something go wrong during the interaction? These uncertainties can create a sense of unease or even trigger feelings of rejection, particularly if the INFJ's need for solitude is not communicated or understood. 6. Perceived inflexibility. INFJs are often deeply tied to their values and principles. While admirable, this can be perceived as inflexibility by others, particularly in situations requiring compromise. The firm's stance on beliefs might push the limits of those seeking a more adaptable approach, leading to potential clashes in certain circumstances. And there you have it, 6 behaviors that INFJs might exhibit, unintentionally pushing the limits of those around them. Remember, understanding and open communication are key in navigating these dynamics. If you're an INFJ, let me know in the comments if you relate to these behaviors, and if you're not, share your thoughts or let us know which personality type you'd like us to explore next. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insightful content.